strategic business discussion, so we don't know what that will be. We'll wait till the 29th to find out. But in the meantime, let's find out what's happening with the business as a whole. Sunil Kanoria, the Vice Chairman of SREI Infrastructure, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Kanoria, good morning and greetings of the season to you. I just wanted to first understand a little bit about the debt situation. Since you have done that stake sale in Viom to American Tower, how much have you received so far and how much have you used to pay off your debt?
Well, the transaction happened end of October and we have applied for the approvals from FIPB and CCI. We should get the approvals hopefully by January or February, and that's the time when we expect the money to come in. The overall money which SREI Infra will receive will be close to 3,000 crores against this equity and loans which are there against Viom. So that's the kind of money we'll receive, which we hope that definitely within this financial year we should be able to get that money. So that is from the Viom's perspective.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kanoria, I wanted to know the position of the business itself. One of the shocks of the last few months was the sharp increase in gross NPLs. What was the situation in the third quarter? Did you see any improvement or at least stalling of fresh erosion?
Well, the way we are seeing it is basically that there are a lot of work being done by the government to resolve problems in the infrastructure sector. In the last couple of years, as I have said, that we have gone through a major economic tsunami, and the impact in the infrastructure sector was massive because that's where the investments happened. But in the last some time, with the government proactively trying to find solutions, the Reserve Bank of India working out various solutions for the financial system as a whole, is helping to a certain extent. I would say the increase in the NPLs have got arrested. The recovery of it is been slow. We expect that should pick up momentum in the next couple of quarters. More particularly if we see in the last couple of months, we are seeing a movement in terms of demand for equipments picking up, especially driven by the road sector, to a certain extent by the mining sector. We expect future growth happening because of the railway contracts coming in. So therefore, we are seeing upside, slow upside. The cash flow to the industry and the sector may start from next quarter, which will help us to get the cash from the customers. But definitely on the ground, work has started. Mobilization of equipment, mobilization of people have started on the site, and work has progressed.
Okay, I'll come to that in a bit, but before that, just wanted one clarification. You said that 3,000 crores will come in from the stake sale in Viom, and you'll use part of that to retire your debt. But the debt of the company is still very high at more than 20,000 crores as of March. Any more debt reduction plans that you have, and say in the next couple of years, how much will your debt go down to?
Well, you must appreciate that we are a financial institution. We are not an infra company. So for us, our business is borrowing and lending. So it's not that our debt comes down. It's that how our NPLs comes down. The way to measure SREI as a financial institution, like the banks. You can't say that SBI has a debt if it is taken deposit and has a debt of 10 lakh crores. So for us, our business and our raw material is money.
Sure.
And
so
therefore, it's not an issue of reduction of debt. We are focusing on how we come down.
If you want to give us any kind of guidelines on how much your NPAs would come down to, say in the next 1 year, what would your assumption be?
Well, very difficult to say that. It's a journey. We are working towards to address the NPLs, revive the projects. As the projects get revived, as the projects start to get unlocked, the customers are able to sell their assets, which is completed. So gradually that progress will happen. How much, what? It's a journey. Let's see how it evolves. But definitely we are seeing a slight improvement in that.
Mr. Kanoria, a probable disappointment for you was not getting a banking license in spite of 21 of them being given out in the payments and in the small bank space. So would your strategic initiatives be around that area, you know, tying up with telecom companies or something on those lines?
Well, we had never applied for a small bank or a payments bank. We had applied for the universal bank in the first instance, and that's where we did not get the banking license. So therefore, after that, we had no intent or plans to apply, and neither we applied for those other banking systems. So we are happy as an infra financial institution. I think with IDFC becoming a bank, the entire environment is open. I think there's a huge opportunity in the infra sector. Although we have gone through challenges, but we believe we'll come out of it and will be much more stronger going forward, taking advantage of the opportunities.
But, you know, on the digital side, people are giving loans digitally. As well, the telecom companies will be looking to sell loans to their customers, loans which are sourced by people like you all or due diligence done by people, by the NBFCs. Would that interest you? What kind of a tie-up would interest you?
Well, basically, those are working primarily for consumer financing and all it'll start. We are into a B2B business where we are financing real assets. And in the real asset, a person needs a physical asset or creation of a physical asset, the money for. So in that space, I think, yes, you can have the payments bank, etc., helping you and facilitating your transaction with your customer, which will help us also. And we will definitely look at utilizing those to support and facilitate our business. But definitely for us, it's the core is the asset which we create and give to our customers to use.
So where would your strategic interest lie then?
Well, primarily, we have been an infra company and we will continue to be in the infrastructure sector. We believe that we have come out of it strong. We believe that this is a sector which will continuously grow in the country for the next few decades, you can say it, because India needs a massive investment of in the infrastructure sector. And we have been there for 26 years now.
No, I'm asking you.
We have built up our expertise.
Yeah, Mr. Kanoria, I'm just asking you, what are the lines you're thinking on for this December 29 meeting? What kind of strategic business announcements should we expect? Would it be a stake sale or would it be some other kind of
Well, I think you'll have to wait. Well, I think you'll have to wait till the 29th. Let's have our discussion and we will convey when the appropriate time comes in.
Okay, just one final question. You did say that the infra finance business is expected to grow further. You've targeted about an 8% growth in this fiscal in FY16. What is the expectation in FY17?
Well, I think the next year should be better. We should be able to definitely grow in a double digit. Whether it is 10% or 20%, it will depend on how the economy fares up and how kind of projects come in. But I expect a far better growth than this year, next year.
All right, we'll leave it at that, Mr. Kanoria. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will eagerly look forward to what your company is going to announce on the 29th of December. The stock at this point in time flat.